This is the Miyazaki Prefecture, on the eastern coast of the island of Kyushu. It's important in the traditional history of Japan.
それで海に行った神様はいわゆる竜宮
There is a book on the ancient history of Japan by Kojiki, written at the beginning of the 8th century.
ここでお願いするわけ
Kojiki describes when Japan was created.
お姫様が
The book claims that the Hyuga province, which is today's Miyazaki, to be the place where God first descended.
つけてもらってその次はその海から追っかけてきたお姫様が子供を産んで
All gods in Japan descend from the
その子供の子孫がで
sky.
すね神武天皇になるんです
When they descend, they ride on
子
clouds.
供の子孫の一人が
On the contrary, if you open a book of Greek mythology, the gods in Europe descend riding the back of a winged
も
horse.
っといい国があるから
That's very different. In Japan, China, and other Oriental cultures, all gods descend with
この
clouds.
人がたくさんの仲間を連れて
European gods, angels for example, have wings.
大和に行ったと
No Japanese god has wings. That's why they descend with clouds.
The Kojiki book describes how the god Ninigo no Mikoto descended to Mount Takachiho. He took a wife and they had children. The godly family grew and expanded in the area of Miyazaki.
One of the descendants grew up in Miyazaki. He decided to move to the east to settle in the center of Japan and thereby start to build a larger country.
8年前
He accompanied his friends and boarded a ship going from Mimitsu to Yamato, today's Nara Prefecture.
文化財の
He became the first emperor of Japan, Emperor Jinmu.
The people of Miyazaki still celebrate the life of Emperor Jinmu in shrines and a yearly festival, Jinmu Masudi. The Miyazaki area isn't mentioned in the traditional histories for many years. In the 5th or 6th centuries, the people built a tomb in Saitobaru.
Nobody is sure about what kind of people built this ancient tomb, but it is said that people associated with the legendary first emperor Jinmu stayed in this area.
今は
It is said that the leader of these people was located at Saitobaru and made a large tomb for him.
The Hyuga province kept a low profile for many years. Between the 6th and 8th centuries, the people there revolted against the emperor. That was the revolt of Kumaso. There are records of increased trade with the Korean peninsula. It is assumed that the Miyazaki area figured prominently in that trade. By the 16th century, powerful clans were fighting for control of the different provinces.
あまりはっきりした資料が残ってないんですけれども
Although there is no definite record that can prove it, this area was governed by the Shimizu clan.
そして
The side of the bank closer to the mouth of the river was governed by Edo Bakufu, who cleared the land to expand the rice field. Leaders of the area distributed pine tree seedlings that were planted by the farmers.
まあ上の
In this way, people planted pine trees in the coastal areas of Japan.
松を松
The pine tree forests that stretch over these areas are commonly managed by villages named
日本
Shimbyo.
の沿岸部はみんなそういう
In the
ふうに
pine tree forests, there are Sumiyoshi shrines and Eda shrines whose origins are with the ancestors of Japan.
向こうの方までそうですね
People pay homage to those shrines, wishing that the pine trees not be desecrated.
この少し向こうの村のね
This is how the concept of pine trees and sacred places has developed.
The tradition of sacred trees persists in the forest area around Miyazaki today. Great care is taken to preserve the natural beauty of the trees. The Sigaya Resort plays an active role in conservation. Miyazaki is a place rich in history and tradition. This is the perfect place for the Sigaya Resort and the Phoenix Country Club.